Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the USF Bulls and the Bowling Green Falcons. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Bulls will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Bowling Green's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Sims. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Isaac. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Sweet cut there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ridley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Van Buren. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Odom. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The snap sets up the throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Isaac. Crosses the 35. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick strike complete. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. Pulls it on the option. The pitch. Inside the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll run it. It's Isaac. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They send the tight end in motion. He's looking to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Trying to barge their way in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A little screen to the running back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Finding some room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some... He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Out of trouble just like that from deep in his own end. Into plus territory. They mark it at the 49. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Snags a quick pass on the left. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Van Buren. With the catch, it's Isaac. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little...
Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tennessee taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns.
The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble and throws. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Gets it away. It's a laser, and maybe no chance for a return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Isaac. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the easy one to the back, and he's wrestled to the ground.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Throws for the tight end, and it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Gonna run it. It's Collins. He's past the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Could not make his way to the corner.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling quarterback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percent.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Makes one man miss. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulls. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Complete to start this drive. Runs through the tackle. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Sims. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give. Fighting off the defender. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Falcon. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Got his man out of the backfield. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Looking to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ridley. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
He's taking the shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Ridley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Falcons! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So this offense really needs to put together a drive as they've seen their lead whittled all the way down to a field goal. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after... Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job on the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fakes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. He just
throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Big fella moving. Touchdown, BG. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This USF offense will open this drive right here. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. This time it's complete. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they turn it into a defensive score.